Can you hear that? It's the sound of the world. And sometimes it's very silent. Hi there. Good morning. And welcome. In silence you hear. Something I came up with. It's only when it's silent that you can really listen and hear the sound of the world, the heartbeat of the ocean, the wind in the trees. And most people seem to have forgotten that. And they live in cities where there is always some kind of, dare I say, artificial sound. Some people even get anxious when it's silent. I had to bring some firewood for this location here. It's well, it's a protected area, some national, well, at least a nature reserve. So I'm not really a big fan of these huge parties, you know, or any gathering of a lot of people. I'm not anti-social, it's just that I don't like the noise. And very often these gatherings or these occasions, they will be in a city. And I view cities as not only unhealthy, but also artificial. I find that people are less friendly, and I find that people seem to be unhealthy as a general rule in cities. You know, this is just a, you know, I can't prove that. It's just based on my observations, you might say. And this is not a criticism of people living in cities. I get it. Some of you guys, that's where you work. That's how it needs to be for now. But I don't think it's healthy. And I think that it prevents you from hearing what's really going on in the world. By the way, before I forget, a lot of you guys have been asking about this backpack that I very often you will see me sitting on this. I can't remember the name now, but all of my gear, you just go to the video description and there's a link there to my gear list and you can find it there. It's made by Fjellreven, I believe. Well, I know it's Fjellreven. But anyway, a lot of people, they love cities, and they love the noise, and they love the hustle and bustle. Is that the word? Is that the expression, hustle and bustle? And there might be some attraction there, I get it, you know, for a period of time, but I think that eventually it's going to stress you out. And not only that, but it's like, if you live your life surrounded by noise, people, all of the time people that you don't even know, you spend your time looking at screens, you almost never go out into nature. It's not, first of all, it's not how we're supposed to live. I don't think it will make anyone happy to live like that, and also it's fake, you know, it's not a real life. A real life is out here in nature, and this surrounding me now, what you see here, that's the real world. You'll have to excuse my pronunciation. I am Norwegian, and that's a difficult word for a Norwegian to say. So one thing is, of course, just spending time in nature. And yes, I have talked about this before, and I probably will talk about it again, because I think it's so important. But there is also, you know, all the things you do if, let's say, you go for an overnighter in the woods. Things that are very simple in a way. You know, you have to gather firewood, find water if you didn't bring enough water. You have to set up camp, make food, boil some water. These things, they take your attention away from all the stress. And they are good natural things to do. And I hope, well, I know you guys, because you are intelligent, you get my point here. When we do these things, you know, when we learn to use a knife, and we use that knife to master these skills, and you might want to call it bushcraft skills, for instance, you know, it makes us happy. We feel a fulfillment. This is something that is very, how should I explain this? So, okay, yeah, here's a good example. I made a fire, and now the water is boiling. And now I have some chocolate coffee. And that makes me happy. And I did it myself, and the whole process. So that's very different from life in a so-called modern world, where you're sort of dependent on other people and all of these functions in society and all of that. I did this, now I have some coffee. Skål. And there's another thing. Actually, I will sit down, and so that the camera will see me, hopefully. There's another thing. When you take time to listen to nature, to the world, the real world, those voices that, you know, that sort of take up all of our attention in this so-called modern life, all of that stress, all of that nonsense, you know, arguing on social media and all that, you know, and the news, mainstream news, that propaganda machine, you know, all of that, it goes away. You don't hear it anymore. That's that's a good thing, you know. That's very healthy. It enables you to feel happy. You know, I think that human beings are biologically tuned to be happy. And I think that stress is an unnatural state of mind. We're not supposed to be stressed. We're supposed to be quite careless, actually. Well, I hope that's the right word. Careless in the sense that, you know, well, I guess the kids would say chill. We're supposed to be chill. We're not supposed to be anxious, depressed, stressed. Or should I say that in reverse? Because first you're stressed, and then the stress leads to anxiety, and anxiety over time leads to depression. And all of that, you know what it is? It's a signal. It's a message telling you that you should remove yourself from your present situation. It's your body telling you that this is not good for you. Get out there in nature, be with nature, and listen. In silence we hear. Cheers. Now the sun is rising. You know, I like to come out here in the early hours. It's just so nice out here. And it's just me and the animals. You know, I can say hello to the roe deers and the ravens sometimes, and the crows and the geese. Well, actually now the geese will be leaving for winter, most of them. I see them forming the shape of a V in the sky. You know, it's that time of the year. And I also find that as an artist, you know, of course, being in solitude is important. Listening, hearing what's really going on is very important. And I hear it. I can hear it out here in the stillness. But anyway, that's my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Tune in for the next one, and the easiest way to do that is to subscribe to the channel. And you can choose all notifications. There's some chance that YouTube will then recommend my next video, or that they will let you know that I exist here on YouTube. But you never know with these things. But okay, I'll see you soon, and until then, as I always say, well, most of the time I say stay strong, and this time I will add, take some time to just be in the silence and listen, you know. Okay, bye.